Which of the following is the length of the unknown leg of a right triangle? So this is a right angle triangle. You have to note that while reading, that has one leg length of 8 feet and a hypotenuse of 12 feet. So they want us to know the unknown leg. So we know that a right angle triangle looks like something like this. It is called a right triangle because one of the three angles there is actually 90 degrees. So this is how a right angle triangle looks like. So a rectangle, I mean a right angle triangle rather, this is what it looks like. So a triangle has three sides, and it is called right angle triangle because one of the three angles there is actually 90-degree. So the longest is usually the hypotenuse, and they have given us that the hypotenuse is 12. So the one of the other two sides here, they have given us that what one leg length is 8 feet. So we can choose anyone to be eight. Either this place or this place can be 8 feet. So the third one is what they want us to actually find. So the usual analysis is that the square of hypotenuse is equals to the square of opposite plus the square of your adjacent. Okay. This in this case, let's say another angle is here. This is actually your adjacent. This is your opposite. This is your hypotenuse. But in this case, you don't even have to struggle with knowing which one is opposite, which one is adjacent, because by this analysis, okay, we can always find the opposite. If the opposite is what we are looking for, it will be square of opposite equals to square of hypotenuse minus square of adjacent. If it's adjacent we are looking for, it will be square of hypotenuse minus square of opposite. So since they have given us the hypotenuse and one other side. So let's just assume that it's adjacent we are looking for, whichever it is. So we are using this formula now. This last one, we are using this. So square of adjacent, the third leg that we don't know, square of hypotenuse, which is 12 square. Okay, the hypotenuse here is 12 square. The opposite here is 8. That was minus 8 square. So this is what we are going to deal with. So let's do that now. That will be a square equals to 12 square will give us 144. That's 12 times 12 minus 8 square, which means 8 times 8. That will give us 64. So a square, of course, will be, if you subtract that, that will give us 80. So a is what? Square root of 80. So what they ask us is that round to the nearest tenths. So if you want to find the square root of 80 and you don't have your calculator with you, so you can find the nearest. What's the nearest? We know that 64, okay, perfect square. 64 is actually the perfect square before 80. That's when we have 64, because square root of 64 will give us what? 8. So in your calculator, you are very sure that this answer will give you 8 point something. Okay, if it's 81, square root of 81 is 9. So and 80 is less than 81, so you know that your answer will not be up to 9, but it will be 8 point something. So that will be what we are going to have. And they have said to the nearest tenth. Tenth means that if you have something like 12.24, if you want to deal with place value, this is the ones, this is the one in tens, this is your tenth, this is your hundredths. Okay, hundredths. So you already know that what they are telling you, that to the nearest tenth means that it's going to be point, just one number. So you look at this. So that's 8, which we know that it will be 8 point something, and then we have 8.9 is the perfect answer for it. It cannot be 40. That's too far from 8 point something. It cannot be 4. It cannot be 14.4 because this is square root of 80. So it can only be 8. So in case you now have maybe 8.9, maybe another option is there that is saying 8.995. Of course, it can't be this. This is not to the nearest tenth, because this one is already having hundredths. Okay, like I show you in this place, hundredths. So it's only tenth will be point, just one number. It's going to be one decimal place. That's why this one is the best option. So Which one is the best? Which one is the answer? That's 8.9 feet. Thank you.